All right, hey, I just recently made a video about the 1-4-5 chord progression, and I just realized, it doesn't really make a lot of sense if you don't know how to find the notes on the fretboard. So I'm gonna try to do my best to give like a video representation of how to find notes on the fretboard quickly. So the first thing you have to know is your open string notes, right? I mean, if you play guitar, you better know your open string notes, right? What are they? String 6, big string, E. String 5, A. String 4, D. String 3, G. String 2, B. String 1, another E. I've heard a lot of acronyms, or I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but way to remember those notes. Over the years, I've heard a lot of different ones. The one I use is every American does good by eating. The first letter of every one of those words. Every American does good by eating. Okay, now you obviously have to know that. And the second thing you have to know is where your half steps and whole steps are. And that is the same in all music, not just guitar. Your half steps are between E and F and B and C. Everything else is a whole step. Okay, now, what is a half step and a whole step on a guitar? A half step on a guitar is fret to fret. So first fret to second fret is a half step. First fret to third fret is a whole step. Now this is what really messes people up, is your open strings, okay? So let's take string 6. We know string 6 is an E, right? String 6 is an E. Open string 6 is an E. E. Think of that as 0 fret. So from 0 fret to fret 1 on string 6, is that a half step or a whole step? 0 to 1, that's a half step. So if we know that string 6 open is E, and we know that in music E to F is a half step, then fret 1 must be an F. What comes after an F? It's all alphabetical, right? By the way. After F is a G. F to G has to be a whole step, because everything besides E and F and B and C is a whole step. E to F is a half step. B to C is a half step. Everything else is a whole step. So, open string 6 is an E. 0 fret. First fret is a half step. That has to be an F. Alphabetical. What comes after an F? A G. That has to be a whole step. What comes after a G? There is no H note. It all starts over again. An A. G to A is a whole step. Now we're at fret 5. What comes after an A? A B. A to B is a whole step. Now we're at fret 7. What comes after a B? A C. B to C is a half step. That's fret 8. What comes after a C? A D. That's a whole step. That's fret 10. What comes after a D? Alphabetical. It's an E. Fret 12. There's your E. And fret 12 is your double dots. Fret 12 is the repeat of all of your open strings. Let's recap real quick. Fret 6, string 6 is an E, right? This is all alphabetical. What comes after an E? An F. E to F is a half step in music. 0 fret. String 6, E. What comes after an E is an F. Fret 1, because it's a half step. What comes after an F? Alphabetical. A G as a whole step. Fret 3. What comes after a G? There is no H note. It all starts over again. A. G to A is a whole step. It's fret 5. What comes after an A? A B as a whole step. What comes after a B? A C, and that's a half step. Fret 8. What comes after a C? A D. That's a whole step. What comes after a D? An E. That's a whole step. Fret 12. And this applies to every single string. You can do the same formula for every string. You just have to remember 3 things. You have to remember your open string notes. You have to remember that B to C is a half step, E to F is a half step, and that notes move in an alphabetical order. Rock.